That little tree over there, that cheeky little tree is ruining everything. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot and we are back playing a little bit more Zoo Tycoon 2 in what is now going to be known as like Paleo Park version 554,254.7 because I've once again restarted the park and I promise this is the last time. I promise. Hopefully when you guys see the park in a second you'll kind of understand why I've done it. But I've had this problem, right? You saw in the last video we kind of remade the entrance from the XL map and the problem was I'd honed in on that start point, right? And I kept making it like, Liddy, stay. I kept kind of making it like that, and it took up a lot of room, and I don't actually think it looked that good. I wasn't happy. Every time I loaded up the last part to start working on this episode, I wasn't happy with how it looked, and I didn't really want to commit to doing an entire park if I didn't like how just the entrance worked. So I sat down and I spent like 3 hours doing a little research, getting a couple more mods and stuff like that. I'm trying to do my own modding. I've had a little bit of an idea about signs and stuff like that. I'm having some problems making my own mods at the moment. I'm trying to get it fixed. However, I would like to introduce you guys to the final version of Paleo Park. Look at it! I got an entrance! Ah! I made this thing. I need to put some stuff there maybe and move that tree. That's really going to bother me. And that's going to trigger me as well. But look. I want to put some stuff there, like some posters or something, but I've downloaded a mod. I don't think it's in the list right now. I need to update the list. I'll do that at some other point. That lets you delete the park entrance and put a little thing in. So you put a little thing in there. I haven't actually done it yet. We'll do it in a second. But you put a little thing in. And it lets you make anything a park entrance, basically. So this will become the park entrance, even though it's not an official park entrance kind of thing. You know, I think it's pretty cool. It needs a bit more stuff. It needs a bit of detail. This is all a little bit boring. I need some posters or like some windows and stuff. But anyways, you walk in, and you see I've started designing this kind of initial area. We've got got to have that T-Rex little statue at the start. That's got to be there, right in front of the park map. Now, this is where it gets interesting. If we look to our left, walk past it, you'll see we have a little cafe kind of area, complete with seating arrangements and a shop and like food and a fridge and some TVs that you can watch to sort of keep an eye on the giraffes and penguins and rhinos. Don't know why they're in your Paleo Park, but they are. And if we head over this way, you'll see that posters are 15% off, which is very exciting. And we have a little gift shop. Huh? Huh? I'm kind of proud of all this. This is like the most thing I've ever made in my life. We've got a poster stand. I don't know why this one floats, but it does. If you want to buy a little disturbing backpack, you know, this is your opportunity. And this one, I like this. Where is it? Yeah, up there, look at it. It's adorable. I think it's meant to be a spectacled bear or something. A little rhino. Look, it's awesome, right? I'm very proud of it. Like I said, I think this entrance needs something, maybe, to brighten up a little bit. I was thinking I might make a little ticket stall in there, like a little thing that you have to pass through. We'd pull out the walls a little bit, have like a little stand thing here, and you'd walk through a sort of smaller section in the middle, and that'd be weighed by your park ticket, because at the moment there's not really a place to do that, so I think that might be what I add next. Either way, I'm really happy with it. You know, it's been nice to just spend some time building something, and now I don't need to worry about food and stuff. We can just have that's at the entrance, go and enjoy the park. And I've decided to go back towards the Jurassic angle that we had on 2 episodes ago. So if you follow me down in this direction, we will enter what will now be known again as Jurassic Jungle. Now. I'm going to keep working on the modding. My hope is that I can get custom textures into the game. I don't know why it's not working. It really should be working for me, but it's not. But the point is I'll be able to make signs, right? So I'll be able to have a Jurassic sign for that section, and then each dinosaur I'm going to make like a little info sign for it, you know, like I'll show you in a second, but there's plenty of them in the game already, mainly made by CRG, where it's like a little info panel about the animal you're looking at. Now I'm pretty handy on Photoshop. I can probably, Liddy, what are you doing? I can probably make a custom one of those for every dinosaur in the park, and it won't even take that much time, and I think that'll add just such a really good sort of layer of authenticity to the whole thing. So yeah, I'm going to start working on that. I have been trying and it hasn't quite. Get out of my gift shop! I have been trying, it hasn't quite been working out, but I'm going to keep going. Anyway, we walk on down the path here, some nice little chairs there. I haven't really done much else. This is the first exhibit. I wanted to have one exhibit done because I don't want to make you guys keep having to watch me build the first exhibit. But we've got a nice little entrance here, and then we've got this little bit round here. Now, I don't really have anything I can do with that. I was going to put some info panels on there, but if we hop up here, we've got a little donation boxes, we've got some binoculars, and there is our first exhibit. all set up. No dinosaurs in there yet, because I was waiting for you guys, but we're going to add it in a second. We're going to put the Ceratosaurus back in there. That should be there, so it's kind of like we are back in our old park kind of thing. I thought we'd kick things off with the Ceratosaurus again before we start work on our next exhibit. And you can come down here, there's some benches, and you can look into the exhibit from there. So this is what it looks like from the sky. Very simple start, but yeah, I'm happy with it. Building this little shelter thing was a royal pain in the ass. You can see it kind of jumps up in weird places. It does the same over here as well. And that's just because you have to kind of build around the rock. And like this not perfectly flat bit, like at the side of the wall, so it's a little finicky to say the least. But no matter, because it is dinosaur time. Let's get a couple of ceratosaurs in there. There they are, lovely jubbly. Make sure my oh right, okay, give me a minute. Well, don't give me a minute. I don't need a minute. I need a second. But yeah, like a custom info panel saying Ceratosaurus. And a little picture of Ceratosaurus and a couple of facts or something. That'd be really, really cool. I just need to... I've been working really hard all day on it. I've spent like 8 hours today on Zoo Tycoon 2, just trying to get stuff to work. For the life of me, I cannot figure out why it won't work. I really can't. Is this it? Yes. The green arrow shows which way the guests will enter the zoo. So that means they'll enter that way, right? Yeah. And then find it and close the zoo. So the zoo is shut, but you can now actually walk in properly. Lovely jubbly. Right. So, first exhibit done. And like I said, we are going to focus on Jurassic. I've kind of had this idea of, if we zoom out, this right-hand side, let's keep zooming. There's my map. Let's get the old map out. That's not helpful at all. Imagine it like a 5-leaf clover, but sprouting from the bottom. So, if I get a path out, that'd be easier. So you've got like this area here for Jurassic Jungle, this area here for Cretaceous Canyon or something, and that'll all link in with Triassic Twosome Terra Titbit. And then in the top left we'll have like an aquatic section, and in the top right we'll have like a prehistoric non-dinosaur section. So we'll have Toxodons and Smilodons and Mammoths and all that kind of jazz. So we're going to be very economical in terms of space, where at all possible. Probably get 4 or 5 exhibits per section. Oh, no, Liddy, I think it's because I'm wearing a hoodie, because it's freaking freezing. You're being a pain in the ass today, so you can go sit there outside and watch me. I'm pretty much crotch level, but hey ho, what are you going to do? Right, so today we're going to work on another... I'm just going to keep the game paused, I think. We're going to work on another... Although it's really weird without the ambient noise, whatever. Yeah, I've modded that, so usually you can't go in walk-around mode if you don't have a, if the game's paused, it doesn't let you. I don't really know why, but hey-ho. We're going to work on a Stegosaurus. Because we don't have loads of room in the park, which is good in a way, you know, it makes you design better, I think, if you kind of have to work around it. I kind of just want to go for the big hitters in terms of dinosaurs. We can definitely come back and do like a whole zoo that's Jurassic-themed or pterosaur-themed or aquatic-themed in the future. For this one, I want a paleo park. You know, I want it to represent what I would consider the 5 main... Well, there would be 6 main. There's 6 main quotas of prehistoric paleo creatures. The 3 eras, pre-dinosaur, post-dinosaur, aquatic, flying, maybe 7. Right, but we're looking for Stegosaurus. That's what we're going to kick off with today. If you have any suggestions for prehistoric... That's not a word. For Jurassic, specifically dinosaurs. People always do this and they suggest loads, but they're usually ones that don't actually exist on the internet. So if it's in the mod list already, that would be very helpful. Or if you find a mod for it online, do let me know. I'm always happy to download more mods. I've already got a billion, so I may as well have a few more. Where's my frickin' Stegosaurus? There we go. Right, I think we've got 2. Let's pick one. This is a very nice looking texture, that one. And this one is... Oh, I don't know. I think I prefer that one. This one's got a weird little thing there. And it looks a little bit on the evil side. It also doesn't have this sort of pea-brain head that I imagine with a Stegosaurus. So we're going to go with this one. That's pretty cool. And it is also semi-desert. There's a weird thing in the game where like every Jurassic dinosaur in the game is semi-desert. Don't really know why, but hey ho. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I want to go do this as well. That little tree over there, that cheeky little tree is ruining everything. You go over there. I spent quite a lot of time doing this, so I know this doesn't look like much, but just the there's a floating little dinosaur eggs there, you know, little statue. I've put the work in, and this time the zoo is not going anywhere. So, it's been 10 minutes and I've not actually built anything yet. I just wanted to catch you guys up, you know. Stegosaurus exhibit, that's going to go on this right-hand side. So what I'll do, if we grab that there, pull that across. I had this idea of like clearing. We've got the dinosaur eggs there you just saw, but I imagined like a nest, a Stegosaurus nest, and then we're going to use that big log we've got, and that's going to go over the riverbed. I don't really have any interesting ideas in terms of how we're going to view it at this point, but I'll come up with something. So I'm going to pull that down there. That's just going to be like a little thing. I don't really know. The other thing I'm looking out for is there's really like a nicer path. I was looking at someone else's zoo, and their path was like a nice bright white, or like a very light creamy colour, kind of like if we were using this here, this Vice, if that was the path, and it looked really nice on the zoo, I think that would look better in the park, so I'm kind of keeping an eye out for something like that. Anyways, let's pull this across. I do kind of want the stone wall to be the absolute outer limit of the zoo, just because, you know, we're trying to play with space here. And what I'm thinking is, so you'll come up here, you can look one side for that, when you look over here, middle section, like a light clearing, no trees, just plant life, gathering of dinosaur nests. Behind that, river running through with the big log going over the top, and then like quite stacked trees to the side. Now the problem is, it's semi-desert for the Stegosaurus, which doesn't work at all for what I've got in my head. So I'm hoping maybe the other one is Boreal Forest. Yeah, we're going to use this one just because it is forest. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're going to use this one, right? Because I've turned off the notifications. You know the thing at the top where it warns you about stuff going crazy. I've turned that off, so I don't really care. So we're gonna make them how we want them to look. You know, how we want these exhibits to feel. Which makes me a terrible person, I'm sure, but I don't really care. Okay, I'm also having a little thought. Because I just want to do stuff, you know. I want interesting things. I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to build a little building here that you'll walk in, and then that'll be a glass wall, and this will be sort of an indoor seating area, and that's where you sit down and watch the Stegosaurus from. So let's build that. I need a path, probably maybe one higher than this. Can I walk in there? That would help. Yeah, that's probably too low, so I need one higher than that, so... maybe too high. Yeah. Okay, and we're going to use this Vice one. The Growl one I've used over there. We're going to use the Vice one over here, though. Might use something else. Might mix it up in a little bit, but let's get that down. I don't know about the Vice. I'm going to call it white from that one, because it is. Obviously that's German, but I think it's got a very sort of clinical feel to it, whereas maybe I maybe want to put some... I don't know, let's have a little look, see if we've got anything a little nicer. A little brick or something, you know, something a bit... Oh god, that's terrible. What is that? Not that, but something a little warmer, you know? Let's have a little peek. I think integrating some red brick into the whole zoo might actually look really good. If something like this. I think I've used this before, though. I don't like it. There's something about the texture, like it's grainy, you know? I just... It's got to look good, guys, so what's the point? It's got to look good. Although... oh, that's nice. Oh, I like that, actually. That's really cool. Yeah, let's use that. Yeah, it's a bit warmer, you know? I don't want my zoo to feel super kind of clinical. Actually, I'm going to end that a little bit on the early side, and then we can put a little tree section there as well. Or a little bathroom or something. Just something there. I don't know. Don't start doing this to me again. The game's got this horrible habit of just telling me constantly that there's not enough headroom for everything. There's not enough headroom for anything in this entire game, and it's been driving me absolutely freaking insane. Right, I think I'll have to go back and change some other stuff to this. Although if we just add it for the park, I've not done it that much already. If we just say like the animal shelters or viewing areas have this brick in, just something a little different, you know? Right, and what we're going to have to use for the wall then, it's going to have to be different as well. I've been using this all along for front walls. Let's put that in there. Is that going to be big enough? Is that perfect? Oh, you're perfect, aren't you? Oh, you're beautiful. Look at that. Stunning. Stunning! Do I want to drag it across one? Think. I think I might do. I think I probably do. Why would I not have it there? Why would I have... What else would I have there if not that? No, it's fine. Actually, I'm actually going to cut it down by 1 instead. I know this seems like nothingness, but as far as I see it, having gaps and spaces and not everything being bam, bam, bam tight to it kind of makes it look like better. It just... I think it makes it look better. I kind of want to make this in wood instead now, though. I'm going to see if I've got a nice wooden roof. No, something like that. We'll have to get rid of that there. And there. Let's have a little look. Do I have a nice wooden... Yeah, this might be a better idea. As long as it doesn't exactly... I was about to say as long as it doesn't exactly match, but maybe that's okay as well. It's very... Oh, hello. I don't know if I have a problem with it. It's very boxy, you know. Maybe it's a little too boxy. Maybe we can get a slightly different looking wood that might help it out. Is that wood? It looks like brick. Ah, that's an angle thing. Okay. Let's just have a little look, see if we spot. If it kind of, they all seem to be called wooden elevated path, when obviously that's quite clearly not the case. This one's called stone elevated. Oh, I actually like that. That's kind of clay kind of looking. I like that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Right, and then we'd have a. Shapow. One mistake I keep making is doing all this before I do the insides, because now it's like a pain in the ass to do it inside. What was I using over there? Was it asphalt for the inside? No, it's that. What's that path there? That's what I want to use again. It's a wooden one. What's that look like? I don't know. I want this, but not textured. I'm being really picky about it. I know that, but I've very much got an idea in my head of how I want it to look. That's horrible. Where's this wooden path from before? I think it was this. Yeah. Lovely jubbly, lovely jubbly. I honestly think stuff like this is more important than the actual exhibit itself. I know that's stupid, but I really think that is the case. Let's bring that across. Now, if I do have a problem with this, is that this bit here is very, again, it's very, you know, it's very much a wall, which is fine. I mean, it is a wall, but, you know, I think I am making sense, but it's very hard to tell sometimes. I just want it to be a little less like a wall. I'm going to replace this front bit with a bit of glass. I think that's going to help it out a little bit. Meow. Where are we? Where's my... I've been using one specific type of glass for like the entire thing. Let's dig that out somewhere. Where have you gone, beautiful? There. No. I know exactly what it looks like. I just need to find the bloody thing. There. No. Give me a minute. I'm not allowed to breathe until I find it. Back. Oh, this is what I wanted as well. Log fences. We're going to start using these. I saw somebody else's exhibit. Like, as per usual, I steal all my ideas from other people. But what they did was basically use that in front of a normal fence to kind of... I don't know, it was a really nice effect. I really liked it. It's got a very kind of rusticy kind of charm to it, you know? Although, which one's better? Are they the same? What's the difference? I think they're very slightly smaller. I'm going to go for the smaller ones. Very, very slightly smaller. Right, okay. Why am I here again? What am I... Oh, yeah, my big wooden thing. Where's my big wood? That one was on purpose. Sorry. Where is my... No, seriously. There it is. This is the one I've been using. Right. I really like this. And we're going to replace just this front panel here. And then swap over there and replace that with one of those. There we go. That helps, I think. That kind of... Yeah, that definitely helps. It's going to look great. I'm really excited about this zoo. I know it's kind of a pain in the ass. Why do I keep floating? Is it because I'm paused? It's probably because I'm paused. I know it's a kind of pain in the ass that we keep restarting, and I promise this is the last time. But it's going to be worth it. It really is. This is our Stegosaurus house. And again, this is the kind of situation where I want to be able to put signs in and Stegosaurus-specific stuff to make the inside of this a little bit exciting, you know? It's not something I can really do right now, but... I think we're going to do another elevated section over here. And what I'm looking for here is the benches. Let's grab some of those, put those inside here. Lovely jubbly. And I want this to come around. Do I want to do an elevated path? I'm not sure there's much point, because I intend to have a tree line on this left-hand side and this right-hand side. I kind of want the Stegosauruses to only be viewable from this front bit. I'm also going to pull that in by one. I think if you have a glass wall all the way along, it kind of looks like it's a little bit free-floating. I think it just needs the side bits just to make it a bit more realistic. I don't bloody know sometimes. No, we're going to just do a normal path down there, so let's grab that. That's going to go along, down, like that. And then grab that, and pull that along, like so. I mean, it's a Stegosaurus, right? I mean, they're a big dinosaur, but maybe we can just have it like that. I'm going to put some plant life in there and stuff as well. That's going to be pretty cool. Okay, let's actually build the actual, you know, exhibit. Just having to think. A very dangerous thing, I'm sure you all agree. I need my path in. My path just gives me a bit of, I don't know, control. I feel good when I've got a path. Who doesn't feel good when they've got a path, though? Let's be honest. Okay. See what I mean? It just kind of... I think this zoo's going to look so good. I really do. I'm really optimistic about this one. I think as long as I keep using that red brick, that specific combination, elsewhere in the zoo, it looks a little out of place at the moment, but that's because it's only that one on its own. I think as long as we mix it up, it's gonna really help it. Okay, so let's jump onto the roof here. I'm thinking river along there, log, couple of trees. Okay, yeah, got a rough idea in my head of what this is gonna look like. Trees, and I'm gonna go. In my head, it's very much the Lost World Jurassic Park. Obviously, in case you didn't get, that's what I was going for. The very first scene. Second scene with dinosaurs, I suppose, after the compies in The Lost World. Is with Harding, and she's taking the photos, and they come up to a clearing, and there's a log, and there's a river, and there's loads of trees at the side, and that's where they are. And it's very tropical rainforesty. And that's kind of what I'm going for. So, let's actually do the biome modification first. Tropical rainforest, where are you, beautiful? There you are. What I'm going to try and do is keep that gap there between the two fences as grasslands. And we can put a little plant life in there. Cool. Cool. And the river, right? So I want shallow water. I've also got another mod on. I've got so many more mods now. I really need to update the list. But it lets your brush size go all the way down to 0, which is utterly useless, but it's a good option, you know? That is temperate grassland. Tropical rainforest. There we go. Let's try that again. Bit better. A little bit smaller. Feels like there's very much like a limit. Like, I think 3 is a bit too low for the game to actually register it, kind of thing. I just kind of want to make the river seem a bit more natural looking. We can't put too many stegosaurs in this. It's not a massive exhibit, but it's not tiny either. Right. Trees. Let's get some nice trees in here. What do we want? I really want some dense ones at the side. I want them to feel quite... Yeah, that one. Kapok tree. I think that's the tree I've been using throughout the whole park. Like over there as well. So this is gonna... It's a nice bushy tree. You know, everyone loves a good bushy tree. And I want this kind of at the sides. In quite thick amounts. In case you can tell. And something else in there, just mix up the colours a little bit. I need a big one to mix it up though. Can't really see above this one at all at the moment. What else we got? Okay, it'll look better when we've got plants in there as well. Right. Let's get some... No, too big. Little ferns. Little tiny baby ferns. They're not baby ferns, but whatever. Where are my baby ferns? I've got so many... I've got like 20 types of fern installed, by the way. It's actually quite amazing how many ferns I have in this game. Seemingly, none of them are made for this, though. I'm gonna have to go grab them from over here, because I've used loads of them over here. Yeah... That one. Large fern is tropical rainforest. I'm on trees, aren't I? That's why it's not showing up. Never mind. You saw nothing. I kind of want that side of the river to feel quite... Like, this side of the river is where they're going to live. The only problem I have is they don't have shelter. And I kind of feel bad about that. I'm going to get over it really quickly. But I temporarily feel quite bad about that. Oh, I feel bad. They should have a shelter. Everyone should have a shelter. Somewhere they call home. You know, it's important. I'm not soft, you're soft. Need some grass. Monsoon grass? No. I've got one called ground covering or something that looks okay. If I can find it. I really don't like them. Big old... Oh, hello. You're cool. I'll put you going along the... I don't care if that's where you would live, but that's where you live now, okay? You live where I tell you to live. Alright, I don't really want this area to be too full of stuff anyway. This sort of bottom area, because that's where you're kind of going to view everything from, you know? Okay. Go back into all. And we're looking for the logs. There's a section of like 4 or 5. Oh no, mushrooms. It's these little bursts of colour, right, here and there, that just liven it up a little bit. It's very green. It's really green. It's not too green, no such thing. But you need that little bit of colour here and there. Ah, logs! One of these is massive. Is it this one? Yes, right. It's not really working how I would have liked. But I just need to move it more into the middle so it doesn't drop down. I just want it to sit. Maybe I need to pull in the river a little bit. Just a little bit, just so it's not really like stretching to get across kind of thing, you know? I don't like having two. Is that okay? It obviously doesn't actually look like what I'd want it to look like in terms of the film, but the idea is the same, you know? Okay, let's get some food and stuff. Toy, what would we like? Ball, shelter. Go on then. I like that shot. I actually really like that one. I don't know why. I mean, it just kind of works. Rocks. I forgot about rocks. I've been a fool. I'm not using scrub one though. Scrub one's rubbish. We need tropical rainforest rocks. Which, if I remember right, there's only like 4 off. That's temperate. That's why there's only 1. Jesus. I think there's 4. 3. Yeah. This is the important bit. Okay. I mean, it's like quite a decent sized exhibit, but there's no room left because there's just so much stuff in it. I'm going to clear it out just a little bit, I think. They should have like an open-ish area. I think that's about right. I might just put another fern in about there. I think I'm happy with it. I'm going to save it quickly before I have a slight attack. I think I'm happy with it. They're going to get stuck behind the trees. But, hey ho. Okay, so. You've come from down here. You've got to imagine the... I turned you off messages. I'll have to go back and fix that. I don't want to see that. At all. There is a way to do it. There is a mod out there that'll do it. But, like... It's this bit here really sells the fact that once you've got stuff, like that looks like a zoo, you know, and imagine we've got some tree life here on the left as well. Maybe some posters on that stone wall, or something, I don't know what, but something there. You go up here, you look into on the Stegosaurus, one down here, that's another way to view them. Again, trees and stuff here. This bit I'm not convinced by, like, why do you need to go down here? At the moment, there is no reason to run down here. Maybe what I can do... Actually, maybe what we'll definitely do is if we grab this, put that there, and make... Wrong bloody one. I know what I'm trying to do, I just can't do it. It's that one, right? Yes, right. And then we grab a fence. Just make it so you can go all the way in, all the way out. We'll have to put something else here. We'll put some trees in, maybe like an interesting fountain or something, just to make this area worth looking at, kind of thing. We didn't grab any benches for over here either, did we? And we also need some donation boxes. Let's grab those. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so you're entering the Jurassic jungle. Hopefully we'll have a sign for it. And what I'd really like to do is get a sign that sort of lists Jurassic jungle that way, Cretaceous whatever that way, Triassic that way. And our little 5-petaled zoo. We walk down here, la da da. Maybe you don't... The idea behind this was, right, if you wanted a really good view, you go up here, you've got binoculars. But if you were kind of, maybe in a wheelchair or something, because I'm not putting a ramp in all over the zoo, because I go mental. But maybe you weren't, so you'd go down here, you'd go right, and then you'd have another version, another kind of viewing area for the Stegosaurus. This is from over here, which looks pretty good, I think. Every time I look over here, it depresses me. But when that's full of stuff, this whole thing is going to look really cool. And if you don't want that, you go down here and you look at this. You sit down. This is a nice looking building, isn't it? Very bright and shiny. It's actually not the best way of viewing them. No, I don't know. It's pretty cool. I like that. I like having inside and outside. I think it works really well. And once we've got like a little bit of plant life in these grassland bits as well, just stuff based on like, if we just do that now, this one anyway. Let's grab some stuff from over here, just little bits, just to make it. It's about creating. I don't know. I don't want to talk like I actually know what I'm talking about, but it's about creating, blocking eye lines and sight lines and using different heights and different textures to kind of create an interesting look. I'm going to shut up. I'm annoying myself by talking. Dinosaur nest is kind of what I wanted over here, but now that we've had a theme for this already, maybe... we're going to stick it in anyway. I think it looks good. Let's get some June grass. I will put a zookeeper. I'm sure people are yelling at me right now. Put a zookeeper in! I will put a zookeeper in. Let me do this first, okay? What else have we got? Anything interesting? What's that? Let's get some of that stuff. Why not? Why the devil not? Nice big ferns. Yeah. Love my ferns. Never been a big fan of fern cotton, must be said, but I like my ferns. Are you still? Oh, you're still rampaging, aren't you? Is that why my zookeeper is absolutely running for it? Not what I wanted to grab. I want the yellow stuff. Yay! Yeah, I know it's not suitable. It'll be fine. I'll get over it, I'm sure. I mean, I brought them back from the dead, right? They should be thankful, frankly. Am I missing a tree type? I am. These ones. Okay. See if that helps. Whoopsie daisy. I just I'm happy. I feel so much better about this than I did the last zoo. So I really hope you guys do understand. I honestly think this is. I actually think this is better than the first zoo we did already. I think this is the best one we've done so far. I really do. He's making a runner for it, that guy. Yeah, I don't know. There's little details missing here and there, and I'll probably go sort those out myself. I'm going to put more trees here, like ones like this. But yeah, I think it works. I think it works. Okay, so we're going to end it there. Next episode, we will continue the Jurassic jungle. Like I said, we can probably do 6 exhibits for it, so if there's any Jurassic dinosaurs you guys want to see, big hitters, dinosaurs, exciting. What are you excited about? That's what matters. Hopefully you guys heard me. I've just tried a new thing out on my mic. It's like a little... It should be like a pop filter that you kind of stick on top, so it should... Hopefully you guys can hear me, is my point. And this zoo's going to be really good. It really is. I'm trying to think about what we do for the next exhibit. Like an interesting way of viewing it. More than anything else, like a really good way to view the exhibit. I don't think the exhibit itself matters as much as how you interact with it as a viewer. And I don't think we can come up with that until we know what the dinosaur is going to be. So, let me know down below in the comments, and I shall see you lovely folks in the next episode. Cheers! Much love, as always. Bye-bye!